ऑल राइट, शुरुआत करते हैं बड़ी खबर से। ईडी के जो अधिकारी है वो संजय सिंह के घर पर मौजूद हैं। सबसे पहले टाइम्स नाउ पर हमने आपको ये खबर दिखाई थी। लगातार इसको लेकर अपडेट्स भी आ रहे हैं और जानकारी ये मिल रही है कि जो एक्साइज स्कैम है, तथाकथित एक्साइज स्कैम के चलते हो सकता है कि ये रेड्स हो रही हो। हालांकि कोई समन अभी तक किसी को नहीं दिया गया है। सूत्रों के हवाले से ये जानकारी मिल रही है और पल पल वहां की जो अपडेट है यहाँ टाइम्स नाउ पर हम आपको दे रहे हैं। तस्वीरें हम आपको दिखा रहे हैं, ये संजय सिंह के घर की तस्वीरें। आपके सांसद है संजय सिंह, उनके घर पर ईडी के अधिकारी, ईडी के ऑफिशियल्स मौजूद हैं। सूत्र ये भी बता रहे हैं कि कल ही 2 आरोपी अप्रूवर बने थे। भवतोष with more details. Bhavtosh, sources are telling us that 2 accused had turned approvers yesterday, although there are no summons that have been issued to anyone so far.
So far, no summons have been issued, but importantly, searches are on at Sanjay Singh's residence, and these searches, as you rightly said, follows 2 accused in this case, important accused in this case, Dinesh Arora, as well as Raghav Muganta, who is son of YSR CP MP, turning approver. In fact, the court made them approver. Once an accused turns an approver, they get pardon. Now, as far as Dinesh Arora is concerned, he was and is an close aide of Manish Sisodia. He was someone who was present when the liquor policy was formulated, and when the alleged bribe kickbacks were in fact transferred from the south lobby to Vijay Nair. He in fact said that 100 crore rupees was transferred, though Aadmi party completely denied this. And Raghav Muganta, his father, YSR CP MP, MS Reddy, had said that Arvind Kejriwal in fact invited him to invest in liquor business of Delhi. Sanjay Singh at time and again had always maintained that he will be arrested, he will be summoned in this case, but for past 14 months he was never summoned. But 2 of his aides were, their premises were searched, and the role of those aides were mentioned in the charge sheet that was filed. The ED had said that since many accused have turned approver in this case, and they have given leads as far as this case is concerned, they were planning to question some individuals in this case, but till now no summons have been issued to anyone in this case. The searches are on, and Sanjay Singh his premises are being searched in connection with the alleged excise policy in this case. Obviously,
right.
Politics
well,
will
that's
be
the information that preliminary information that we have been able to gather. Bhavtosh, stay on with us. We have Aishwarya joining us live as well. Aishwarya, tell us what's happening there. If you can spot any movement.
यहाँ पर ईडी के टीम द्वारा रेड किया जा रहा है.
Well, at sharp at 7 a.m., the Enforcement Directorate team reached here at 131 North Avenue, which is the official residence of Sanjay Singh, Aam Aadmi Party Rajya Sabha MP, and the ED started raids in connection with the alleged liquor gate scam. Remember earlier as well, close to Sanjay Singh, 2 people named Ajit and other had also been raided. They have been investigated by the Enforcement Directorate earlier, and at that point of time as well, Sanjay Singh clearly said that one day ED team will come over here at my residence and will search my residence as well. But certainly this morning at 7 a.m. Enforcement Directorate team reached over here. Several officials are inside the residence of Sanjay Singh. CRPF officials have been deployed outside, but this development has come after the Rouse Avenue court yesterday allowed Raghav Magunta, son of YSR Congress Party Lok Sabha MP Magunta Reddy, and Delhi-based businessman Dinesh Arora, who turned approver in a case and filed by the Enforcement Directorate in the money laundering case earlier. Remember, the court had asked both of them to give all the information, whatever they had in their possession in the statement. The agency had also yesterday not opposed the application to become approver filed by Mr. Arora. Remember, a CBI also earlier lodged.
Aishwarya, stay on with us. We have Manjinder Singh Sirsa joining us on the broadcast. Your first reaction on the developments taking place, although Sanjay Singh has been claiming, वो लगातार ये कहते रहे हैं कि अब अगली बारी उनकी होगी शायद.
चोर की दाढ़ी तिनका, उनको तो पता ही था कि जो कुछ उन्होंने कर रखा है आखिर उनके घर में आने वाले हैं. ये सब जानते हैं कि उनके पीए के माध्यम से इस तरह से पैसे का लेन देन हुआ और जो दिनेश है वो किस तरह से उनके संपर्क में था, दिनेश को मनीष सिसोदिया से कैसे मिलवाया गया, तो उनको तो सब कुछ जानकारी थी कि उनके साथ ही ऐसा होना है। क्यों होना है? क्योंकि वो इसमें सब में इन्वॉल्व है पैसे के लेन देन में। उनका पीए जो है वो मेन पैसे की डीलिंग करवाता था, पैसे वो उठवाता था, तो उनको तो सब कुछ जानकारी थी इस चीज की। तो अब जब आप गलत काम करोगे तो आप पहले से चिल्लाना शुरू कर दोगे कि चोर आया चोर आया चोर आया, क्योंकि आपको तो पता ही है कि आपने चोर को बुला रखा है, तो फिर ऐसा है, बच तो नहीं जाओगे ऐसे करने से।
लेकिन देखिए, आरोप यह है कि अब एक एक करके जिस तरह से आपके नेताओं को टारगेट किया जा रहा है, आपको खत्म करने की कोशिश बीजेपी कर रही है, ये आरोप अरविंद केजरीवाल लगा रहे हैं, अक्सर लगाते हैं।
आप पैसे का लेन देन नहीं करोगे, घर पर रिश्वत नहीं लोगे, तो आपको को खत्म कैसे कर देगा? ये तो बड़ी अजीब बात है। पैसे आप लोगे, शराब घोटाले में रिश्वतें आप लोगे, 2% की जगह 12% कमीशनें आप दोगे, 100-100 करोड़ रुपए के एक आदमी से लोगे और फिर बोलोगे कि ये तो दोष लगाया जा रहा है जी कि हमें खत्म करने की साजिश है। तो तुम्हें पैसे लेने को कौन कह रहा है? अब तुम गलत काम करोगे, गंदे काम करोगे तो खत्म तो खुद ही हो जाओगे। जिसने भी किए हैं तो अब उनका हिसाब तो होगा।
ऑलराइट।
अब फर्क इतना है क्योंकि बीजेपी की सरकार है तो आपको तकलीफ हो रही है। अब क्या सोनिया जी की सरकार, मनमोहन सिंह जी की सरकार में लालू पे कार्रवाई नहीं हुई है?
ऑलराइट।
उन्होंने घोटाले कर रखे थे, पैसे का लेन देन किया तो उन पे भी कार्रवाई हुई।
चलिए सिरसा जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आप कह रहे हैं कि भ्रष्टाचार कोई करेगा तो उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होगी। हालांकि अभी ये जांच है, जब जांच पूरी होगी तब पता चलेगा कि किस पर कौन से आरोप साबित होते हैं। लेट्स गो बैक टू आवर रिपोर्टर्स। ऐश्वर्या इज गेटिंग अस ऑल द लाइव अपडेट्स। ऐश्वर्या, हम आपसे ये भी बहुत जल्दी समझना चाहते हैं, did the charge sheet ever mention Sanjay Singh or his involvement or his role as far as the entire excise scam is concerned?
Well, the charge sheet that was filed by the Enforcement Directorate in the alleged Liquorgate scam, it was thrice Sanjay Singh name which appeared, and from that particular day it was Sanjay Singh who had been saying that one day it will be my turn. Enforcement Directorate and other agencies will come at my residence as well to investigate in the alleged Liquorgate scam, in which no role Sanjay Singh has to play as far as his concern is. But on the other side, Ajit and Sarvesh, who are two close associates of Sanjay Singh, were also investigated earlier by the Enforcement Directorate. And at that point of time, when the ED teams even reached out to Uttar Pradesh at several of the locations to recover the documents and crucial evidence in this particular case, Sanjay Singh said that this is a political vendetta, political witch hunt, and I will be the next target. Aam Aadmi Party had been clearly claiming that.
Right.
But on the other side, today morning, what we witnessed, it's at 7 a.m. when the ED team reached over here, they had started searches. These are the live visuals from Sanjay Singh's residence, 131 North Avenue, which is the official residence. But one thing very important to note over here is that this all came after the development that took place at the Rouse Avenue Court yesterday, where Raghav Magunta and Dinesh Arora turned approver, and yesterday it was categorically stated by Special Judge M.K. Nagpal that these two approvers should cooperate with the investigation, disclose all the information that they have about this case.
Now, whether they have disclosed any information, whether they have taken the name of Sanjay Singh, whether there was any reference to him, we don't know about that at this point of time. But, you know, speaking about Dinesh Arora, him turning an approver is very crucial because he has been named as an accused in the Delhi liquor policy scam.
Well, certainly, and he was the one who had been, investigated from day one. Of course, Delhi businessman who had been named in the CBI investigation earlier as well, and now when the Enforcement Directorate is conducting all these investigation, he had turned approver. And whether the information that he must have revealed to the Enforcement Directorate, he named Sanjay Singh or not, but certainly these developments come since yesterday when these two people had been told by the special judge at the Rouse Avenue Court to disclose all the information, to disclose all that they had in their positions. But on the other side, as you can see here as well, several CRPF officials have been deployed outside the residence of Sanjay Singh. Inside as well, we have been told 6 to frequent police officials and ED officials are here who had been continuously inside. Nobody has been allowed to give permission. But Dinesh Arora, as we were mentioning, the agency had also not opposed the application to become approver filed by Dinesh Arora, who was already an approver in another case pertaining to Delhi excise policy filed by the CBI earlier. Remember, the CBI had accused Dinesh Arora in the excise policy scam in which Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodiya is the main accused. Few more people going inside Sanjay Singh residence at this movement. But on the other side, remember, the CBI lodged an FIR in the alleged irregularities in the alleged excise policy in 2022, and the agency at that point of time has also alleged that the excise policy was modified to extend undue favors to the license holder.
All right, stay on with us, Aishwarya. We also have Bhavtosh with us on the broadcast. Bhavtosh, we were just discussing with Aishwarya how in the charge sheet there is a reference to Sanjay Singh. Name appears in the charge sheet. Can you help us understand whether or not in detail the ED has spoken about any involvement of Sanjay Singh so far?
In various prosecution complaints that Enforcement Directorate had filed, they had mentioned his name, and in fact this led to a controversy where Sanjay Singh in fact said that he will file a defamation suit because at one point of time, while mentioning the role of then excise commissioner, his name was, there was a typographical error, and ED in fact changed that typographical error. But when they were mentioning the role of Dinesh Arora, who was at one point of time an accused in this case and then turned approver in the CBI case, but in the ED case, Dinesh Arora's role clearly mentioned one thing. I will just quote from it. They mentioned that Dinesh Arora initially met Sanjay Singh, quoting from it, through whom he came in contact with Manish Sisodiya during a party in his own restaurant. Remember, Dinesh Arora is a businessman and he owns a restaurant called Unplugged Courtyard in Connaught Place. And on the request of Sanjay Singh, he spoke to many of the restaurant owners and arranged a check amount of 82 lakh rupees, which he handed over to Manish Sisodiya. Now, in ED's probe, whenever ED carries out probe, Swati, it covers proceeds of crime. Now, proceeds of crime are generally any crime that is accrued through while carrying out money laundering. But this clearly mentioned while they were investigating in this case. And now Dinesh Arora has turned approver in this case. He has recorded his statement before a judicial magistrate, and because it's on record, it is admissible in the court of law. It now carries much more weightage. Now, Dinesh Arora has specifically mentioned, his role specifically mentions this. He had collected 80 lakh rupees. He handed it over to Manish Sisodiya, though he met Manish Sisodiya through Sanjay Singh. Now, whether it is something that can lead to trouble for Sanjay Singh, only time will tell. And what happens today is something only ED officials know. And this is mentioned in one of the prosecution complaints. But since ED had taken over this probe, rather controversial probe, at no point of time since Sanjay Singh was called in for questioning. Only his one of his aides premises were searched. Though Sanjay Singh time and again had said that he will be arrested in this case and that an attempt is being made to arrest him in this case.
Right, absolutely. Now, these, of course, are allegations that will be leveled. But Bhavtosh, Dinesh Arora turning an approver becomes very crucial because he, of course, has been named by the Enforcement Directorate as an accused in the case, and so is the other accused who has turned approver. Now, it remains to be seen whether or not they spill the beans, whether or not they have taken names of more people. Bhavtosh?
Well, as far as Dinesh Arora is concerned, if you just go by his statement in the various prosecution complaints have been filed, Dinesh Arora was approver in the CBI case. He yesterday turned approver in the ED case, and in this CBI case, he had given specific mention of how he, in fact, helped in the manner in which the kickbacks were transferred from the South Group, which is mentioned as a South Group by both the agency, by the Federal Probe Agency, by CBI as well as by ED, how he collected the money, alleged kickbacks of 100 crore rupees he collected and then transferred that 100 crore rupees to Vijay Nair, part of which was then used to fund the campaign in Goa. This is specifically mentioned in the in both the charge sheets that have been filed by the ED as well as by the CBI. The question here is, after he turned approver in the ED case, will it spell trouble for Sanjay Singh and eventually spell trouble for Arvind Kejriwal?
Right.
Aam Aadmi Party has mentioned time and again, and they have said in the press conference, the whole reason why Dinesh Arora is turning approver is that that the main party leaders.
All right, Bhavtosh,